Hi there yogis, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and today's class is an all-round Vinyasa flow for the morning to get you moving, get you feeling warm and supple and ready for your day. Hope you enjoy. Namaste. And begin your practice here today on your back, lying in the middle of the mat, and go ahead, hug your knees in toward your chest, rest your head back. And take a little sway side to side, massage the low back spine, perhaps some circles through the low back. Lying your spine in one straight line, crown of the head at the very top of your spine. All sides of the neck long. And then from here, keep your right knee hugging in, send your left leg out straight along the mat, rest your heel to the floor. And take your arms out wide to a T with your palms face down. And we're just going to start with some hip circles to wake up and flush the hips. Taking your right knee over to your left and then straighten the leg, circle it over your left foot, rebend the knee as you come back up. And we'll take that 2 more times, circling around through the hip and just moving slow there so you massage your buttocks. And feel for a comfortable range of motion in your hips as you move. And then circling back the other way. Breathing smooth. And then you're going to make your way into a twist, just hooking your right big toe behind the left knee and gently taking your right knee over to your left. Keeping the arms out wide and perhaps rolling onto the little toe side of your left foot. Once you're comfortable through your spine, complete the twist by sending the gaze out over your right fingertips now. Relaxed in your neck, steady in your breath. One more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, release back onto your back and allow your right knee to fall out to the side as if you were reclining in tree pose, and send the arms overhead. Stretch your whole body out. Flex your left toes, reach to the edge of your fingers and relaxing through the inner right thigh. Deep breath in here. And exhale, draw your knees back in toward your chest. Little rock side to side, and same sequence on the other side, keeping the left knee hugging in, your right leg out straight. Release your arms out wide to a T, palms face down. Relax through your back. Unwrinkle through your upper back muscles. And take your left knee over to the right. Extend your legs straight and circle it all the way around, rebending as you come back up. And you can move as slow or as fast as you like here, but it's nice to move slow just to feel into the hips, noticing your own range of motion, any congested areas, and then roll it back the other way, gently massaging the buttocks, your low back spine, opening up through the hips. And then coming into a twist, hooking the left big toe behind your right knee and taking the left knee over to your right. And getting comfortable, perhaps moving onto the little toe side of your right foot. Smoothing out the upper back and spinning the gaze out to your left middle finger, completing the twist through your spine. And taking one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, firm the belly, bring the left knee back up and allow the left knee to fall out to your left side in a reclined tree pose. Your right toes point now toward the ceiling, arms overhead, stretch your whole body, let your spine arch. And soften through the inner left groin toward the knee. And taking the knees back in toward your chest, hug in, squeeze in. Lift your head and your heart. And take 3 gentle rocks back and forth, rolling through the entire length of your spine. And crossing your legs, coming all the way over the legs, planting the hands and making your way into child's pose there at the back of your mat. Spreading the knees wide, bring the big toe mounds to touch, extending your arms forward and relaxing, softening your torso in between your thighs. Stretching long through the sides of your waist, through the armpits, and bringing your seat back toward your heels. And invite your breath there into the low back spine as if you're breathing full and deep into the kidney area, expanding and softening with the rhythm of your breath. And taking one more full breath in and out, easy and full. Next breath in, coming up onto all fours and setting your hands up underneath your shoulders, back to tabletop, knees underneath the hips. And as you feel yourself breathe in, gently arch the spine, soften your belly, send your gaze up. And as you breathe out, round the spine, pushing into your hands, drop your head. One more round, inhale, arching the spine, extending. And exhale, rounding the spine, flexing the spine, pushing into the shins, tops of the feet. Coming back to neutral spine here, and gently tucking the toes, making your way back into your first downward dog for the class. And softening your knees toward the floor, drawing your chest back toward your thighs. And spreading the weight into the base of your fingers so you keep the pressure out of the wrists. And pedaling out through your heels, nice and slow, warming up through the back body now. Extending through your hamstrings, your calves. And then just slowing the movement down. And coming into stillness. Eye gaze settles between the knees. Muscles of your face relax, your jaw and your mouth. And one more deep breath in, looking forward. End of your exhale, bend your knees, walk lightly forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. And take an easy forward fold, catch opposite elbows, allow your head to drop, your neck to relax, your torso to rest on your thighs. And just smoothing out through the soles of your feet, lifting, spreading your toes. And then releasing your hands to the floor, hanging in ragdoll, and on a slow, long in-breath, unravel, come all the way up to stand, letting your arms go floppy. Reaching your arms up overhead, stretch tall through your body, pushing into your feet, send the gaze up, and then exhale, your hands to your heart. Taking 2 half forward folds here. As you breathe in, reach your arms skywards. And as you breathe out, bend the knees and fold, swan dive forward. Inhale, coming up halfway, hands to your shins, send your heart forward, collarbones wide. And as you exhale, refold over the legs, softening the knees. Inhale, reach the arms, come all the way up to stand. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, softening your shoulders. One more round. Inhale, reaching the arms, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive forward, nice and slow, firm belly, flat back. Inhale, extending your spine, feeling for a little arch in the low back. Exhale and fold over the legs. Breathe in, rise to stand, strong, straight legs, firm belly. Exhale, hands to your heart. And we'll start to flow, arms overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Inhale here, send your heart forward, straight back leg. And as you exhale, work towards straightening your front leg, lift the hips, draw your weight back. Rebend the front knee as you breathe in, just pulsing the hips here in your range of motion. Exhale to fold in, pyramid variation. Inhale, come back to runner's lunge. And as you exhale, walk a quarter turn to your right. Heels out and your toes point in. Hands underneath your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Come up halfway. Flat back. Straight legs. And as you exhale, fold between your legs. Allowing your spine to cascade down. Your legs to feel strong and engaged. And powerfully push down through your feet. So you feel an upward energy through the legs. Couple more breaths, and you can pulse a little here if it feels good in your body. Next breath in, coming up onto the fingertips, looking forward, flat back, and as you exhale, walk around to your left foot and make your way into Warrior One. So with your fingertips on the floor, line your heels up, right foot turns out, left toes point forward. Once you're balanced, coming really slowly up, reaching the arms up alongside your ears, expanding across your chest, drawing your front ribs in so you feel like your upper abs are engaged, and sharpening your back leg so the outer edge of your heel is firmly planted on the mat. Take a deep breath in, press your palms, perhaps send the gaze up. And as you exhale, lower your hands to your heart center and then open your arms out wide for Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. And you can keep that pulse in your hips, just gently lifting and sinking, lifting and bending a little more toward a right angle through your front thigh. Long stride between the legs. And from here, making your way into a high lunge, circle your right arm forward and up, and coming onto the balls of your back toes. So both toes point forward now. Left foot can move over into the left lane just a smidge to keep you balanced. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bend your back knee and let it hover right above the floor. Float the arms down. Inhale, reach your arms up, straightening the back leg, lifting the hips. And as you exhale, rebend and float the arms down and back. Once more, just like that. Inhale, reach the arms, lift the hips. And exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, reach your arms up to frame your ears. And as you exhale, balance here on your left foot. Catch your right knee in toward your chest. Firming the muscles in your belly, front of the pelvis lifting up, tailbone lengthening down so you feel really centered and firm in the center of your body. And taking your right knee out to the side and coming into tree pose. Right foot can sit in your inner upper thigh or below your knee to your calf, or tap your right toe to the floor. Find your balance, your focus, cultivating an unwavering attention, your standing legs strong and straight, your gaze steady. And slowly, if you have your balance, reaching your arms overhead, reach tall through your body, the sides of the waist. And gently releasing, right foot next to the left foot. Sink your hips and come into chair pose. Drawing your weight back into your heels. Extending your tailbone down toward the floor so you feel full in the low back spine. And your breath feels open and bright. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, coming up halfway. And as you exhale, step back, plank pose, top of your push-up. Keeping the gaze forward, your wrists underneath your shoulders. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor, slow, low push-up. Keeping your cobra, your back bend nice and low, peel up, feeling for length through your spine, legs engaged. And as you exhale, roll back to downward facing dog. A little bit of movement to place yourself, getting a long stride between the hands and the feet. Balancing out left to right, pedaling out through your heels. And then moving towards stillness. Gaze is soft and steady. Feeling for length through your arm muscles, your arm bones, feeling for length through the leg bones. The weight in your heels is heavy. Taking one more deep breath in and out here. And as you breathe in, gaze forward between your hands. And as you exhale, bend the knees, walk yourself forward to the top edge of the mat. Take a halfway lift when you arrive. And fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand as you breathe in, just linking your movement with your breath. Meditation in motion, hands to the heart. Second side coming up, reach your arms overhead, breathe in. Bend the knees and fold, breathe out. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward, your chest open. And as you exhale, step your left foot back to runner's lunge. Take a long stride, fingertips on the floor there, breathe in, extend your heart forward. And as you breathe out, shift your weight back and work towards straightening your right leg now. Pulse forward, rebend your front knee, gaze forward, heart forward. And pulse, rolling back, pushing into your front foot to straighten the front leg. Rebend your front knee, send the heart forward. And as you exhale, walk a quarter turn to your left, coming into spread leg forward fold. Turning your heels out, widening your stance, big toes turn in. Take a halfway lift, breathe in, firm belly, and fold in between your legs. Setting your hands up either underneath your shoulders, or if you're a little bit more flexible here, just walking your fingertips back to line up with your big toes, allowing your head to drop. So you're hinging from your hips here, your leg muscles are firm and engaged, so your kneecaps lift the quad muscles, pushing actively down into your feet and spreading all your toes. Take a deep breath in, gaze forward, lift your torso, and as you breathe out, walk around to your right foot now, setting up for Warrior One. Fingertips on the floor, lining your heels up. Right toes point forward, left toes out, 45 degrees. Slowly rising up when you're steady. Allowing your right knee to drop more toward a right angle. And feeling for comfort in your low back spine. If it doesn't feel comfortable for you here and you feel a little bit of a pinch, take your right foot over laterally to the right. Drawing your left hip forward, your right thigh bone back in toward its hip socket. Take a deep breath in, press your palms, and as you exhale, flow into Warrior Two, arms out wide. Lengthen your stride, and keep your right kneecap pointing forward, right toes pointing forward, and that'll keep your knee nice and safe. Tracking in alignment, stacking your bones, and just allowing the pose to feel a little lighter. Spread wide across your chest. Feel the shoulder blades slide down your back. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, transition into a high lunge, popping up onto your back toes and facing forward to the top edge of the mat. Arms up alongside your ears. And perhaps a little bend in your back knee to maintain that comfort in your low back spine. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, lower your arms, your back knee hovers right above the floor. Inhale, slowly reach your arms, raise the back knee. And as you exhale, rebend. So you're just flowing with your breath. Inhale, filling up. And exhale, softening the knee toward the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, catch your left knee in toward your chest. Standing balance. And coming into tree pose. And spinning your left knee out to the side, taking your left foot inner upper thigh or below your knee. Or tapping your toe to the floor, just finding your balance in this moment. Settling your gaze steadily forward. And slowly, when you have your balance, reaching your arms alongside your ears, lengthening through the sides of the waist, growing taller, rooting down through your standing foot. Slow transition here, folks, letting the left foot step down next to the right foot, bending the knees and coming into chair pose, drawing your weight back, keeping length through the sides of your waist, extending through your spine without ducktailing through your low back too much, so drawing your belly in, engaging your core. One more deep breath in and exhale to fold over your legs. Inhale, coming up halfway. And as you exhale, step back, plank pose, top of your push-up. Exhale, low push-up, knees, chest and chin or full push-up. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Keep breathing deliberately, evenly. Feel for a firmness in your thighs. And keep activating the arm muscles and pushing the floor away with all the knuckles of your fingers. Keeping the weight out of the wrists. One more deep breath in, looking forward. And if you exhale, bend the knees, go ahead, step forward to the top edge of your mat. Bringing your toes together, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold. Rise to stand as you breathe in, strong, straight legs. Take your time, savor your breath. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Inhale, your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive forward over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming up halfway. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Staying on the fingertips. Allow your hips to drop as you breathe in, send your heart forward. And as you breathe out, just pulse the hips, just as we did before, straightening through the front leg. Rebend as you breathe in. Exhale. Straightening your front leg. Rebend as you breathe in. And as you exhale, coming into pyramid pose now, you're going to anchor your back heel down so the whole sole of the foot's on the floor, shortening your stance. Take a breath in, halfway lift. And as you breathe out, forward fold over your front leg. So belly button's going to spin a little toward your left, toward the midline of your front leg. Your left kneecap's going to draw up, engaging through your quads. And try and keep the weight down in your big toe mound of your front foot. And that'll hold your balance, but also your alignment. And try not to overdo it here, just keeping that rhythm to your breath, silky smooth. Next breath in, coming up halfway. And as you breathe out, walk a quarter turn to your right, coming into temple pose now. Your heels turn in, toes turn out, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock with your feet. And then once you're steady in your feet, just walk your hands up onto your knees and let your shoulders shrug up toward your earlobes. So pushing down through your knees, and shoulders are up near your ears. You're going to roll your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back, and take a twist. So torso leans forward, and you should feel that stretch through your shoulder blades, through your upper back there. And then roll your left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. And just let that feel easy and peaceful in your body, a nice stretch in your body. Sit your buttocks down a little lower and go one more each side. Moving with your breath. And coming back to center now, widen the stance of your feet, turn your heels out and your toes in, and rest your hands or your fingertips underneath your shoulders. And keeping your right hand down on the floor, raise the left hand up toward the ceiling, coming into modified revolved triangle. So your spine's extending here. So make as much space between your tailbone and the crown of your head. And turn your chest toward your left. Left shoulder rolls back and opens up. Left hand stacks above your right hand. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, left hand down, just switching sides, but keep extension through your spine. Right hand to the sky, opening up, perhaps leaning a little back toward the torso, but keep very solid in the feet, strong in the legs. You're twisting through the middle of your back, your upper back, and through the neck. Right hand down to the floor, and just walking around to frame your front foot. We're going to come into a balance from here, but if you're feeling a little unsteady today, feel free to keep your fingertips on the floor here. Go ahead, bend your left knee. And if you've got your balance, just taking your hands to your heart center. Slowly raising your right leg and coming into swan pose, Deepasana. So you want to find a mild arch through your spine, just as you do in your back bends. Chest and heart shift forward, and your right foot is pointing, lifting, extending, and it's engaged. So try not to let the lifted leg feel soggy. That'll bring heaviness to the pose. You want to feel light, balanced, steady in the pose. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, step lightly forward, right foot to meet the left top edge of the mat. Bend the knees, come into chair pose. We're just here for a beat. Breathe in. Exhale and fold over your legs. Inhale, come on up halfway. And as you exhale, step back, plank pose, top of your push-up. Exhale, lower with control, elbows balancing over your wrists, chest stays open, a back bend of your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths, little bit of movement to settle yourself. And then slowing down your movements and moving towards stillness. Eyes steady, breath smooth. One more deep breath in, looking forward. At the end of your exhale, step or lightly hop forward to the top edge of the mat. Toes come together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold over the legs. Inhale, rise to stand, come all the way up, stretch out through your body. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Second side, your left side, arms rise, breathe in. Balancing out, bend the knees and fold over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back into runner's lunge, staying on the balls of the fingers. Inhale. Send the heart forward, and as you exhale, work towards straightening your front leg now. Rebend as you breathe in. Back leg stays straight and lifted. Exhale, fold in. Rebend the front knee, breathe in. And shift your stance into pyramid pose, straightening the front leg, grounding the back heel, perhaps shortening your stance. Take another breath in to lengthen through your spine, spinning your belly button now toward the midline of your right leg, folding forward as you breathe out. Breathing smooth. Feel your abdominal muscles engage, supporting your low back spine as you fold. Feel your leg muscles strong and straight. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, a little bend in the front knee, walk a quarter turn to your left. Heels turn in, your toes turn out, coming into temple pose, that lovely variation. Walking your hands up onto the top of your knees, leaning your torso forward lightly, and coming into a twist. Drop the right shoulder down, left shoulder back, twisting through the middle, upper spine, and then roll it back the other way, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Keep bending into the knees, tracking your big toes out to the side, knees in line with the big toes. Coming back to center, release your fingertips to the floor and spread your feet a little wider. Heels out, toes in, big breath in, looking forward. Exhale and fold between the legs. Inhale, come up halfway, staying on your right hand, send the left hand to the ceiling, and we'll flow a little. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Walk a quarter turn back to your front foot now. And you're going to balance here, and feel free to keep your hands on the floor. Just really slowly taking your hands to your heart center, squaring your hips, and slowly raising your back leg, pointing the toes, engaging the leg muscles, a bend in your standing leg, an arch through the spine so your heart feels like it's shifting forward. One more deep breath in. Exhale, land lightly, top edge of the mat, coming into chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms. Stay here for your exhale, sink the hips, firm the belly, weight in your heels. Press to stand, stretch all the way up, nice and tall. And exhale your hands to your hips. Toe heel your feet wide here, turning your toes out, your heels in, coming into Malasana Yogi squat. Reach the arms overhead as you breathe in, press your palms. And as you breathe out, slowly start to sit down on the back of your legs, any amount here. So if your knees are not comfortable with deep flexion, just coming down as far as what is comfortable in your body. Otherwise, sitting on the back of your calves, hands pressed to your heart center, elbows to the inner knees. And just settle in, a little bit of movement's nice, just to find that sweet spot through your spine where you're extending through the lower part, middle, and the upper part of your spine. Chin lightly in toward your chest. And settle the eyes closed here for a couple of breaths. And just blinking the eyes open now, really slowly transitioning to sit. And you can shift your way into the middle of your mat there when you find your buttocks. Bend the knees, take your feet to the floor, and lift tall through your spine. So you're lifting the ribs out of the hips, low belly hugs in and up toward the sternum, sternum toward the crown of your head. And then rock back onto the soft part of your buttocks. Keep your hands behind the back of your knees and make your way into a modified boat pose. And we keep our hands here just to align ourselves, feel comfortable, and making sure we're staying open and bright in our chest. Abs engaged, not slouching. And so if you're feeling strong, reach your arms alongside your calves. Pardon me. But if you feel like you're going to slouch, you're going to lose your posture, stay holding on, concentrating on widening through the collarbones, extending through your spine. So you're working your back muscles here, your abdominal muscles as well. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your left heel toward your right buttocks and just shift your right foot in front of your left ankle there. We'll make our way into a twist. Taking your right fingertips behind you, extend your left hand up toward the ceiling. And again, extending through your spine. Keep all that length. And hug your left arm around the front knee, around the shin. And take a twist. 3 deep breaths. Breathing into the ribs, firming the belly as you revolve. One more deep breath in. And exhale, eyes forward. And now just taking your hands, interlacing underneath the sole of your right foot, shift back again onto the soft part of your buttocks and start to extend your right leg out straight. And you might find that you keep a little micro bend in that right knee, just working in your range of motion. Try not to slouch here, so you keep that lifted feeling, bright feeling through the torso. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Both feet to the floor next to each other here, lifting tall through the spine, rocking back onto the soft part of the buttocks, and either hands behind the knees or half boat here with your hands free alongside your calf muscles. Breathing smooth. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, right heel toward your left buttocks, left heel in front of your right ankle. Take a twist, left fingertips behind you, right hand to the sky, lift tall again through your spine. Exhale to twist, and coming around incrementally like you're sneaking your way into your twist. Deliberate with your breath, your movement, so you stay comfortable in your spine. One more deep breath in. And exhale, shift the gaze forward and interlace your fingers underneath the sole of your left foot now. Flexing your toes, drop back onto the soft part of your buttocks and start to extend your left leg out straight. Any amount here, kicking out through your heel, engaging through your quad muscles, stretching through the calves and the hamstring muscles. Lift a little taller through your spine. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. One last boat, a variation here. You can hook your peace fingers and thumbs around your big toes. And same thing again, we'll come into boat, perhaps a straight leg boat, but you can try this with your knees bent as well. Rocking back onto the soft part of your buttocks and start to raise and extend the legs together. Heels press out, the toes curl back toward you. A little bit of resistance into the fingers with your big toes. Pardon me. Balancing here, see if you can get a little longer through your spine. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Release everything down, feet to the floor. And then extend both legs out straight along the mat. Setting up for Paschimottanasana. Spreading through the buttocks, reaching the arms tall alongside your ears. Flexing your toes and exhale to fold forward over your legs. Pardon me, I've got a little frog in my throat. Low belly draws back toward the low back spine, so you're supporting your low back. And keep feeling for that extension through your spine, so you're not rounding as you fold, but are you allowing yourself to soften, your head to drop below your heart. Your eyes can rest closed. Smoothing out the rhythm of your breath. And taking 2 more deep breaths in and out here. And gently releasing. So finding your way onto your back now. Taking your heels out to the corner edges of your mat and resting for Shavasana. Smoothing out the muscles in your upper back, your lower back, your buttocks. And taking your arms out wide to the side, your palms face up. And taking with you any props that you like. If you've got any tenderness in the low back spine in this particular posture, a rolled up blanket underneath your knees can be helpful. a pillow underneath your head, just trying to keep your chin parallel rather than your chin pointing up toward the ceiling. You just want that back of the neck to feel really long, your spine following its natural curvature. And be very deliberate about how you lay yourself down here. You're inviting your muscles to relax over your bones, and you're encouraging a sense of balance and symmetry in your body as you relax. And if you haven't already, just closing down the eyes, softening the space between your eyebrows, the corners of your eyes, cheeks and jaw relax. And send that feeling of relaxation into your neck, across your shoulders, and down your arms to the edge of your fingers. Feeling any sensations, any warmth in the palms of your hands. And then simply observe your breath. Your torso gently ebbing and flowing with your breath. Belly softening. The muscles in your back spreading and relaxing. Emptying your weight into the support of the mat beneath you. Letting go in the larger muscles of the legs. Feeling the space expand in your hips as your muscles relax. And relaxing all the way down to the very edge of your toes. Heels heavy, soles of the feet light. And rest here. And take as much time as you like to soak in the essence of your practice. Namaste, yogis.